Joan Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
What fun we had in Honolulu. Oh, I enjoyed the food. The luau, pineapple pig's feet, barbecued bear, smoked bananas stuffed in sugar cane. I left my heart in Honolulu.
I left my stomach.
Excuse me, ma'am. There's a taxi pulling up in front of the house.
That must be Clarice. Come, Cosmo.
I'll be right with you, dear.
Daddy. Yes, Topper.
Henrietta and I are having a house guest for a few days.
Don't worry, Topper. We'll help you entertain her.
Now, that's precisely what I don't want you to do. You see, she lost her husband.
Very careless.
I don't think that. I guess his heart has been broken. Let's try to be thoughtful in our hour of sadness.
Cosmo. Cosmo.
Clarice,
Ah,
it's nice to see you again.
Get her a chair, George.
Okay.
that chair flew.
Yes, it always flies. It's a wing chair.
Anything else we can do?
Ask if we can look up her husband.
Teresa, I'm terribly sorry to hear the bad news.
Bad news. Oh, you mean about my first husband.
Your first?
Yes, on the boat over here, I met Hank. We got married. Hank, come in here. I want you to meet Cosmo.
Oh, how do you do?
Congratulations.
Everybody, please sit down. Maggie has some tea for us.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, what do you do, Hank?
Hank doesn't have to do anything. My late husband left me $50,000 worth of insurance. Wasn't that thoughtful of him, Cosmo?
Yes.
We can only stay overnight. We're on our way to Paris. How romantic. I adore Paris. Frère Jacques, adore mes vous. Cosmo, how much insurance do you have?
50,000.
Say, I have a wonderful idea. We have a friend who runs a restaurant. Real Hawaiian food. Let us take you out to dinner there tonight, huh?
It would be wonderful, wouldn't it, Cosmo?
There. Teresa, how did it happen? I mean, your late husband. Did he die of overwork?
No. Food poisoning.
Hurry up with that bicarbonate of soda.
Here you are, dear.
That Hawaiian food, I just can't digest it.
Well, then why did you have 2 helpings of everything?
Well, I didn't want to offend anybody.
Would you like me to call the doctor?
No, I'll be all right.
I'm worried. Clarice tells me those are the same symptoms her husband had before he died. His stomach was upset, and he had a ringing in his ears.
No ringing in my ears. Hello? Hello?
We're going to see the doctor the first thing in the morning.
It's beating, isn't it?
Yes. But they all beat until they stop. I think we'd better take some x-rays. Miss Kennedy, would you bring a gown in for Mr. Topper, please?
Yes, doctor, right away.
I'll get an x-ray plate.
Here you are, Mr. Topper. Just take your things off and slip into this.
George, what are you doing here?
Oh, I think I'd better have a checkup myself. I'm feeling cold. I feel like I'm getting pneumonia.
You've been dead for a year.
That could be a symptom.
Is Marion here?
Right here, Papa, darling. Why?
I can't change clothes with you here.
Why do you want to change clothes with her?
Well, I mean, it isn't decent.
Sure, I don't know why I'm wearing a mask. And sit down, Papa, darling. Now, stick out your tongue. Stick out your tongue. Say ah. Now look up at the ceiling. What do you see?
Bottle of alcohol on the shelf.
Ah, just what I'm looking for. I'm mixing Neil a martini. Sorry, Neil. No olives. Say ah, Neil.
Now, this will only take a moment. If you'll just stand right in here, please, Mr. Topper.
Let me get in there with you, Topper.
Stop pushing. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Topper. You have to be in contact with the plate to get a picture.
Don't hurry up. We've got a double feature. Hold still, Topper.
Get out of here.
Chester, I'm sorry.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to George.
Who's George?
The birdie I watch while you take my picture.
Take a deep breath, Mr. Topper, and hold it. Hold it. There we are. Now, if you'll just wait right in here while the nurse develops the plate. Thank you, Miss Kennedy.
First time I ever saw a dog with a case of hiccups.
I'd have a case of hiccups if he hadn't finished that case of beer.
He's sick. That's why he drinks so much.
He's neurotic. Fell in his head.
Maybe I better give him a shot of oxygen, huh? Here we go, Neil.
He's afraid of it, George. Show him how it works.
Working too hard. Working too hard.
Don't be afraid of it, Neil.
Turn on the switch, Marion. Leave that on.
Doctor, here's Mr. Topper's x-ray. I think you better look at it right away.
The pump is out of order. Escaping from the feeder. The valve. Well, there's nothing I can do.
It can't be fixed.
No. I'll have to go back to the maker. Well, now, what about Mr. Topper's x-ray?
Well, look.
Well, this is very good. Oh, I can't believe it. For you must have made some mistake in developing it.
There's no mistake, Doctor. That's Mr. Topper.
Oh, Mr. Topper, about this x-ray, I have to tell you that...
I know all about it.
You do? Oh, I'm lost. Well, how can a thing like this be?
Well, it comes from eating Hawaiian food. Doctor, will you do me a favor?
Of course.
Will you call my wife and tell her?
Certainly. Hello? Mr. Topper? This is Dr. Peters. Yes, I examined your husband. He's in perfect health, yes. Well, he should live forever because according to this x-ray, he's got...
Mr. Topper,
Hello, Maggie.
you forget your key?
I didn't have the strength to lift it.
You don't look so good, Mr. Topper.
I'm about to pass on.
You mean pass out.
I'm on the threshold of the great adventure. The bourne from which no traveler returns. The vast, uncharted prairie.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I'm calling for a friend of mine. I'd like to see about getting a plane reservation to Paris. They're on their honeymoon and... What? Well, whom do I talk to? All right, I'll hold on.
Hello there.
Oh, don't bother me now, Cosmo. Can't you see I'm talking?
Didn't the doctor call you?
Yes, I'm waiting. The doctor told me all about it. Isn't it wonderful?
Wonderful.
Oh, dear. Hello, yes. I'd like to see about getting a reservation to Paris.
You better wait for the funeral. Hello, George. How did you know it was me? I could smell the salami sandwich. Oh. What's the matter, Topper?
You look pale as a ghost.
So soon?
By the way, how did the medical exam turn out?
My heart. My valve has sprung a leak. I don't have long to live.
No. I mean, how did my exam turn out?
Didn't you hear what I said? I'm going to die.
That's great, Toppy.
You'll be just like us.
Well, we can't wait to get you over on our side of the fence.
I thought you came into my life to help me. Not to take me into partnership.
Well, wait just a minute. We better get one thing straight. We can't give you a full partnership, not right away.
No, you'll have to start as a junior ghost and work your way up.
A junior ghost?
In seniority, you'll be one notch below Neil.
I'm not going to play second fiddle to that booze hound.
Well, you'll have a lot to learn. Be transparent.
And there are certain tricks of the trade.
First thing you'll have to learn is how to make things disappear, like a salami sandwich. See it disappearing?
Well, I can do that already.
Like this?
Now watch.
That's my very favorite trick. If you'd like an encore, I'd be glad to do it again with the garlic pickle.
No, thanks.
You'll find that'll come in very handy for haunting kitchens.
Next, we have the full dematerialization.
Show him, Neil.
This is what we call the transparent ectoplasm.
It's also known in the haunting trade as the pea soup variation.
Then, of course, there's the half and half. Give him the front half, Neil.
Now the back half.
Just a tail, please.
Very interesting. But I don't think I'll be doing that.
All right, Neil, you can materialize.
Well, this has been very informative. There's one other thing I'd like to know. Who am I going to haunt?
Well, what's wrong with this place?
The food's good.
No, I don't think I could bear to see Henrietta happy with another man.
Well, who says she's going to be happy? Think of what we could do to the other man.
No, I'm not thinking.
Oh, it'll be good to have you with us.
Welcome, Topper.
Neil, get down.
What's the matter?
I have a weak heart. Any kind of a shock and I might go. Like that.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
He's fainted.
Ma'am, Mr. Topper's acting very peculiar. What's peculiar about that?
Well, today he's out peculiaring himself.
Maggie, you've worked for us long enough to know that Mr. Topper amuses himself by pretending he's haunted by a couple of ghosts.
Yes, ma'am.
The more surprised you act, the more he keeps on doing it. And giving silly reasons. What you ought to do is just ignore him.
Ignore him?
Yes. When he does ridiculous things, pretend you don't even see him. Then maybe he will stop.
Well, it's an idea.
And a very good one. I'm going to try it myself.
Maggie. 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 I can't be dead already. Maggie, can't you hear me? I'm dead. I'm invisible. Maggie. Maggie, can't you hear me?
Maggie, when you finish in here, I want you to go upstairs.
Henrietta, I'm a ghost. Henrietta, can't you see me either?
Telling the truth.
No, let's go along with the gag. Topper needs his practice.
When you finish in here, go upstairs and help our guests pack. Yes, ma'am. I'll answer it, Maggie.
Mrs. Topper?
Yes?
I'm Miss Kennedy, Dr. Peters' nurse.
Won't you come in?
Oh, thank you. May I see Mr. Topper?
There's nothing wrong.
Oh, no. Dr. Peters just wants him to sign something.
He's in the living room. Go right on in.
All right, thank you. Mr. Topper, I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Can you see me?
Well, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Dr. Peters would like your permission to show your x-rays to the Medical Society, Mr. Topper, if you just be kind enough to sign this release I have here. You needn't do it right away, just mail it in to him, and if you have any questions, call him. Thank you very much, Mr. Topper. Good day.
George, Marion. She can see me and hear me,
So what?
so I can't be dead.
On the contrary, old man, she's obviously the person you're supposed to haunt.
But I scarcely know her.
Well, we didn't know you.
Well, yes, but
But what?
Well, I mean, I'm so new to this sort of thing. Isn't there some kind of book of instructions that goes with it? I don't know what to do.
You just have to move over to her house, that's all.
Miss Kennedy. That's her name, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, this is her apartment.
Well, let's go in.
Uh-oh.
The door's locked.
Oh, good. Well, let's go home.
But this is your home.
Open it, George.
Oh, shouldn't we knock?
Now, there you go again, trying to tell us how to run our business.
Sorry.
I'll just step inside and unlock the door. Come in.
I don't know what to say to her.
What did we tell you when we first met?
You mean about fun and a million laughs?
Right.
Well, no, I can't do it. I can't.
Close the door, George.
How do you do, Miss Kennedy? I'm here to bring a little happiness into your life.
What are you doing behind my bed?
Don't be alarmed. My intentions are purely psychic.
How did you get in here? I had my door locked.
Well, I...
Don't you come near me.
Go ahead, Topper. Make your speech.
What?
I said, don't you come near me.
Tell her what we told you when we came to haunt you.
We're going to have a million laughs.
I'm going to call your wife.
Oh, do. I'd appreciate that very much.
You mean you want me to?
Oh, yes. Tell her I'm happy here. It'll put her mind at rest.
You intend to stay here?
Well, I have to. You're the only one who can see me or hear me. I'm dead.
I beg your pardon?
The apartment's rather small, isn't it? I suppose I could sleep in the bathtub.
Then yes, of course, Mr. Topper. Perhaps you'd like to slip into something a little more comfortable? Something like a sheet?
Oh, dear, no. Sheets are passé. No, nowadays we ghosts move around in mufti.
Why don't you make yourself more comfortable, Mr. Topper? You will excuse me just a moment, won't you?
Certainly. How do you think I'm handling the situation?
Oh, just great.
Such a mess.
Thank you.
Doctor, this is Miss Kennedy. Mr. Topper is here in my apartment.
At this time of night?
I can't get rid of him.
Well, I'll call his wife.
I've already threatened to do that, but he doesn't seem to care.
I see. That confirms the x-ray. He's trying to spread himself around.
I'll be there.
I'll try once more to get rid of him. Bye. Mr. Topper.
Yes?
Dr. Peters is on his way over here. You better go.
I'm already gone. That's why I'm here. I might as well make myself at home. Have you any salami?
Well, there's some liverwurst in the icebox.
Excellent. This the kitchen over here?
Right through that door.
Oh, doors don't mean a thing to me. I'm transparent. I can walk right through them. Watch me, Miss Kennedy.
Mr. Topper. Mr. Topper.
Thank you, darling. You're very sweet. Oh, Henrietta. It's you.
Well, dear, you must have had a terrible nightmare.
Nightmare? What time is it?
8:30, and you've got to get dressed. You promised me you'd go down and see the doctor this morning.
No, I'm not going through all that again.
Perhaps a little more sleep will help.
Yes. Yes. Hello, Miss Kennedy. I'm back again.
Ann Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
What fun we had in Honolulu. Oh, I enjoyed the food, the luau, pineapple pig's feet, barbecued bear, smoked bananas stuffed in sugar cane. Oh, I left my heart in Honolulu.
I left my stomach.
Excuse me, ma'am. There's a taxi pulling up in front of the house. That must be Clarice. Come, Cosmo.
I'll be right with you, dear.
Daddy. Yes, Topper.
Henrietta and I are having a house guest for a few days.
Don't worry, Topper. We'll help you entertain her.
Now, that's precisely what I don't want you to do. You see, she lost her husband.
Very careless.
I don't think so. I guess her heart has been broken. Let's try to be thoughtful in our sadness.
Cosmo! Cosmo!
Clarice,
Ah,
it's nice to see you again.
Get her a chair, George.
Okay.
that chair flew.
Yes, it always flies. It's a wing chair.
Anything else we can do?
Ask if we can look up her husband.
Clarissa, I'm terribly sorry to hear the bad news.
Bad news. Oh, you mean about my first husband?
Your first?
Yes, on the boat over here I met Hank. We got married. Hank, come in here. I want you to meet Cosmo.
Oh, how do you do?
Congratulations.
Everybody please sit down. Maggie has some tea for